Hi guys, I hope you're all well. It's currently Sunday the 8th of July 2018 and welcome to week 130 of my weight loss journey. In last week's video we all saw I managed to lose 1 pound or 0.5 kilogram and my body mass index went from 50.9 down to 50.8. I'm going to start the proceedings off by reviewing my calorie consumption for the past week, which we can see in the graph above. The average of this was 2,632 compared to the previous week at 2,603. So another week within my allowance, which is great. But if we now move on to my step count, which we can also see in the graph above, the average of this was 6,445 compared to the previous week at 6,012. So I have increased my step count this week, which is another good result. This is primarily due to yesterday, Saturday, where I had an unplanned day out to a place called Cleveleys on the west coast of England, just a few miles north of Blackpool. I did take a little bit of video footage of my day out, which you can see right here. I hope you enjoyed that footage of my day out yesterday, but as you know, there is an unwritten rule, or law in fact, that if you go to the coast, you must have fish and chips. Now of course I don't want to break any rules or laws, so I did follow out this act by having fish and chips. And I thought, well, later on that day for evening meal, I thought, why not also treat ourselves to a nice curry. So we went to an Indian restaurant and that was also very interesting. Not surprisingly, yesterday I did go over my calorie allowance just a little bit, but it was well worth it and I enjoyed my day out with family, so it was perfect. As you all know, every 5 weeks I retake my body measurements to see if I've made any progress in that area too. So here are my latest results. Out of the 14 body measurements which I monitor, I've seen a reduction in 2 of those. I've seen a 1 inch or 2.5 centimetre reduction from my hips, and I've seen a 0.25 inch or 0.6 centimetre reduction from my neck. So in the last 5 weeks I've seen a reduction of 1.25 inch or 3.1 centimetre. But if we look at what I've lost since beginning my weight loss journey, well, this stands at 87.9 inches or 223.2 centimetres. It's now time for me to check to see if I've managed to lose any more weight since last week. So here it is guys, here's my weighing. I now weigh 174.5 kilograms, which is 384.7 pounds, or 27 stone, 5.7 pounds. This means in the last week, I saw a gain of 1.5 pound, or 0.7 kilogram. But if I compare this result to the result that I obtained at Slimming World, you can see this right here. At Slimming World, I also saw a gain of 1.5 pound, or 0.7 kilogram. So this isn't an ideal result, but I've had far worse results, as you all know, in the past. Just trying to think of what I did differently this week. I didn't have any cabbage or broccoli incorporated into my salads. Instead, I went for lettuce, homegrown lettuce actually. Thanks, Dad. But the week has been pretty much perfect. Last weekend, obviously I had my treats and I didn't go massively over. My fluid consumption has been increased this week to try and counteract the hot weather. My sleep, because of the hot weather, hasn't been great. I've not got as much sleep. So it could be a factor of things combined together to see this game result, potentially just down to fluid retention. Because as I know, when I was in Australia, beginning of the year, obviously I seemed to hold on to a lot of fluid because of the hot temperatures, and as soon as I came back to the UK, which was a lot colder, I seemed to lose a hell of a lot of weight very quickly. So if the temperatures start to cool down, maybe I may also see a reduction in weight as well, with my body getting rid of its excess water. But who knows? Only time will tell. But it's something to keep an eye on. Based on this week's weight gain, it sees my body mass index go from 50.8 up to 51. And if we look at my third weight loss target, last week it was 25.7% complete, and after the gain it goes down to 23.6% complete. So in the 130 weeks I've been doing this weight loss journey, I've lost a total of 156.5 pounds, which is 71 kilograms, or 11 stone, 2.5 pound. Next week, I'm not planning on making any changes. I would like to keep my fluid consumption, calorie consumption and step count around the mark where they are now. I'm going to keep my eye out for any discrepancies, influences that may affect my weigh-in next week. But other than that, guys, that's it. That's the end of this week's video. As always, if you'd like to continue hopefully seeing less of me, why don't you subscribe to my channel so you don't get to miss out on any future videos that I post. I wish you all a fantastic week, and I'll see you all again next Sunday.